Well, you're joined this afternoon by Amanda Skenandore, a longtime NICU nurse who is now a successful novelist.
What a pivot.
Seriously, it's amazing.
Thank you so much for joining us, Amanda. Happy you're here today. How in the world do you make that kind of a pivot?
Well, first, thank you so much for having me today. I'm thrilled to be here. It was a bit of a transition. I started my first job, and I think this happens with many nurses, that you get onto the floor, you're eager, you're bright-eyed, and the job it's very difficult. And there's a lot of stress. I used to, go home from my job and I would still hear the monitors like chiming in my mind. And so as an outlet, I took a short story class, and I loved it. It rekindled my love of writing and really changed my life. And I decided, okay, I'm going to quit my job and be a novelist, which is what they always say, never do that, right? Never quit your day job. And I went back to nursing very quickly, but I kept writing throughout the whole time, and I found that eventually my writing sort of veered toward medical issues and medical history, and that in this kind of beautiful way, the nursing was affecting what I wrote, but also what I was writing was helping me be a better nurse.
That's incredible. Just the courage to pursue something so incredible as being a novelist. I think you're going to inspire a lot of people on that alone. But I do want to touch on what you just said, that writing makes you a better nurse, being a nurse makes you a better writer. Talk about that a little more.
Yeah, so as nurses, we just see so much of humanity, and we see different people in all sorts of different circumstances in their life. And we can take that and use that in storytelling. And have that influence our writing and all the varied emotions and experiences that people have. But then on the other side, writing also, you've got to be incredibly empathetic. You're always trying to understand your characters and put yourself in their situation. And that has helped me be a more empathetic nurse. It's also, in my writing, as I'm often talking about medical history things, it gives me the opportunity to see health and wellness and illness from the perspective of someone who's perhaps receiving healthcare instead of the person who's giving it. And that is a great, I think, perspective shift too, that has helped me as a nurse.
I want to hear a little more about what you're writing. And is the healthcare the backdrop, or is it the primary plot point? Are your characters healthcare workers or patients, or how is it tying in, and what do you write?
Yeah, so sometimes they are the primary characters. I write historical fiction, and usually it has...
That's our favorite genre.
Oh, wonderful, yes.
Say less. Okay, amazing.
And I like to just incorporate a medical history theme, but it is in the backdrop. It's about the characters. It's about their experience. I've written about nurses. I've written about, there was a leper hospital in Louisiana called Carville that I wrote about, where people with the disease were quarantined for sometimes for their entire life. Recently wrote about a female doctor early when women were just breaking into the field. So I'm very interested in this intersection of medicine and life, and certainly how that affects how we live our lives.
Oh, and the historical aspects. I'm sold. Where can we find your books?
My books are available anywhere books are sold.
Okay.
So, if they're at your Barnes & Noble here, Tattered Cover, online, anywhere like that.
Oh, that's so exciting. I cannot wait to read what you have done. And just again, congratulations to you for, like Jenny said, making that pivot, and you're going to inspire a lot of folks, and I can't wait to read.
I know. You're adding to my TBR list. Never stops.
Never stops.
Amanda Skenandore, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
We'll be right back.